Hello, hello. How are you? Good to see you. Come on in. Let's have a quick little chat. Hey, I see how I joined. And I'm just gonna go ahead and share my own broadcast if you don't mind. Game changer. Hey Josh, I haven't seen you in a while. How are you, lady? G, how are you? God bless you. Glad that you're here. Thank you, Josh, for inviting your friends. Really appreciate that. Really appreciate that. Game changer. Hello, how are you? God bless you. Glad that you're here. I'm gonna share my broadcast here real quick. I was about to watch. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Simon Walden. Thank you so much. Oh, I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Josh, I'm doing amazing. How are you? I'm doing pretty awesome. Thank you so much for coming in. And thank you guys for the hearts already. I really appreciate that. Like, Austin, CCC, hello, how are you? Good to see you. God bless you. All you have to do is tap on that little person there, tap on that screen, and that lets me know that you're here. Simane. Okay, that's how you say it. Thank you, Simane. I like it. I love it. Thank you so much. Oh, thank you. God bless you too. Glad that you're here. Bless is she. Awesome name. Glad that you're here. Thank you guys for coming in. I think I missed a couple people coming in, but thank you so much for the hearts. Thank you for coming in. Miss Donna, hello. Dr. Cosby, how are you? God bless you. Thank you for coming in. I'm excited to see you guys. This is what I love about Periscope. Rena, hello. Good to see you. How are you? That here on, no worries. That's totally okay. Glad that you're here. Yeah, he can go live after, right? That's awesome. Hey, Rita, how are you? God bless you. Glad that you're here. Chris, yeah, blessings to you. I celebrate you 365. Awesome handle. Glad that you're here. Awesome. Thank you guys for the hearts. Yep, it's a beautiful day, Miss Donna. Beautiful, glorious day. Awesome. Thank you guys for coming in. So you know what to do. Hey, divas who win. Awesome handle. Glad that you're here. Coming in. Awesome. So guys, you know what to do, right? You know when you tap on that screen, that lets me know, that gives me some hearts, encourages me, and lets me know that you're watching and paying attention. And now you can click on the little three dots and you can invite your friends on Facebook, on Twitter, of course, on Periscope. That's really key. There we go. Thank you. I celebrate you. I appreciate that because that lets your friends know the content that I'm live, and it's gonna help them. It's gonna help you tremendously too. But caring is sharing. So if you can share, that would be awesome. If you haven't updated to the new version of Periscope, you can just swipe left to right or swipe up, and you can invite your friends. Thank you guys. Really appreciate that. 7 Eagles. God bless you. Coming in. Hello. Good to see you. Thank you for the hearts. Really appreciate that. Thank you, Miss Donna. Welcome back. Good to see you. So for those of you that are new, that don't know who I am or why I'm talking about writing, I'm going to tell you that in just a second. My name is Minister Catherine Storing, and I get to help people. You see my main 3 gifts: speaking, writing, and teaching. And I help people find their voice, their words, and their platform while looking all kinds of fine and totally confident. That's what I get to do. And I am a speaker myself. I am keynote speaker. I'm an author. I went from 0 books last year to having 10 in less than 2 years. And I can help you do the same thing. That's who I am. That's what I do. Of course, I am also a woman of God. That is who I am. Mother's Table, hello, welcome. How are you? Good to see you. So that's who I am. And this is why I'm so excited about writing. And of course, I'm going to tell you a story because stories is what I do. That's how I teach. If you're ready, if you invited your friends, if you're tapping on the screen, type the number 1 and we will get started. Welcome back, Josh. So tap on the screen, type the number 1, and I will tell you why you need to write your book for them now. Okay? Awesome. Thank you, Lady G. Thank you, Dr. C. I appreciate that. Thank you. All right. No worries. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Very much. Thank you so much. All right, awesome. Thank you for the ones. So this morning, as I was in the Word, I'm in Psalms 102, and I was just reading. I've read quite a few Psalms today because I'm trying to catch up. I want to finish Psalms so I can go to Proverbs. I made my way through the New Testament. That was easy and fun. Then I'm making my way through the Old Testament. That's taking me a little while longer, but I'm on Psalms 102, so I can see the end. I'm excited about that. So I'm in Psalms 102, really exciting, no big deal, right? But then I get to verse 18. And verse 18 says, "This will be written for the generation to come, that the people yet to be created may praise the Lord." And I had to stop for a second. A generation to come. I was like, wow, a generation to come. A people yet to be created. Think about that. A people yet to be created. So I'm thinking, they are people that are going to read my books that haven't been born yet. That just blew my mind. There are books that I wrote specifically for people that are coming behind me. And that just made me think about you. That your book might be written for people that haven't been born yet. How amazing is that? There are people that are going to be looking for your content, that your story, your shortcomings, your mistakes, your sins, everything that you have overcome, it's meant for somebody else. But it's only meant for somebody else if you do it. Think about it for a second. If you don't write the book, if you don't write your story, if you don't write your testimony, if you don't write your daily declarations, if you don't write your blog posts, if you don't write your dissertation, if you don't write, period, other people cannot read it. The people that you're supposed to serve cannot read it if you don't write it. Isn't that amazing? That just like blew my mind. So I want to see here who knows that they have to read. Say me. That you have to write. Say me if you know that you have to write a book, you have to write your story, you have to write your testimony, you want to write daily declarations, maybe you want to write poetry. I just want to see here who knows they need to write but they're not doing it yet. Oh, good to see you, Josh. Definitely watch the replay, okay? Awesome. Many of you know you have to write. Many of you. And maybe many of you said, I'm going to write in 2016. Thank you, 7 Eagles. I appreciate that. How many of you said, I'm going to write in 2016 and didn't? I want to say me, if you plan to write in 2016 and now today is December 27th and it hasn't happened. It hasn't happened. Game changer. Thank you. I'm doing it by taking way too long to finish. Thank you, Beyond 2. I appreciate that. Who else knows they're supposed to be writing and they struggle through it in 2016? I just want to see, be honest. East Coast 1, hello, good to see you. God bless you. Glad that you're here. Guys, if you haven't invited your followers, go ahead and do that because I'm going to help you. I'm going to give you some content today that's going to get you writing now. It's going to get you writing now. So make sure that you invite your friends on Facebook, on Twitter, on Periscope. Thank you for your honesty. Really, really appreciate that. Let me tell you why you need to start writing now and you have to stop procrastinating. Messenger for Christ, hello, welcome. Glad that you're here. You got here right on time. I'm a year or so overdue. My goodness, game changer. Yeah, you have to get this stuff done. That's way too long. That's way too long. Do you know that I help people write their books in 4 weeks? 4 weeks. You can write a book in 4 weeks and I can help you. I know it because I done it. I've done it many times, so I know it's possible. I actually done it in less than that, way less than that. Tried 3.5 hours, but that's a different scope. So, did you know that you could die tomorrow? Did you know that? You can even die today. We don't have, tomorrow is not promised to us. When I think about the fact that I'm 40.5 years old, that just blows my mind. Where did the time go? I don't know if any of you feel like you have enough time left, that you can do it later, that you're going to make the time, that maybe when you're older, you're going to have time. You're never going to have more time. That's a myth. That's never going to happen. Never, ever, ever. And imagine how many people die with their stories in. How many people have died with their stories? I want you to think about it. I don't want to be morbid, but I just really want to wake you up to the fact that it's December 27th, and many of the things that you promised yourself you were going to do, you haven't done. Many of the things. So you have let yourself down. And not only yourself down, but you have let down the people that you were supposed to help with your story. Because your story, most of the time, is not about you. Have you ever thought about that? Your story, your shortcomings are not about you. Most of the time, the things that you're going through is so you can teach it to other people. Think about it for a moment. You are supposed to be teaching other people, but if you take it to the grave with you, they're going to grow. They cannot learn. It's not going to happen for them. So you need to do it now. It's time. It's time. One of the things that you need to do in order to write, can I give you something that's going to be life-changing, mind-blowing? Can I just tell you that? Thank you, Messenger for Christ. I appreciate that. Can I tell you what you need to do in order to write? Type the number 2 if you want me to tell you. Type the number 2 and I'll tell you what you need to do in order to write. It's going to bless you tremendously. It's going to blow your mind. It's going to change your life, okay? It's very simple, too. It's not hard. It doesn't cost you any money. It doesn't cost you any money at all. Thank you for the 2s. I appreciate that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. In order to write, you need to write. You need to write. It's as simple as that. Writers, write, okay? Just saying that you want to write doesn't make you a writer. The actual writing is what makes you a writer. So you need to write. It's as simple as that. You need to, I know you're thinking, wow, Catherine, you just blew my mind with that one. You need to write. But the next thing that's gonna help you, this was a little funny. I'll tell you the real way that you can write. Type the number 3 and I'll tell you. Type the number 3 and I'll tell you. So number 1, you need to write. That's number 1. That's how you become a writer. But I'll tell you number 3. It's gonna help you. If you say that you're going to write, but it's not on your calendar, it's not on your planner, it's not on whatever you use to keep track of things, it's not going to happen. If it's not scheduled, it's not going to happen. Think about it. How many things do you do that are scheduled, that are like hard, like a stone on your calendar? They happen. Anything that you think about, that you wish about, they don't happen. They're not going to happen. Yep. Game changer, it's time for you to write now and schedule it. Every day schedule 15 minutes to write. That's all you have to do. 15 minutes a day. That becomes a habit. You write every single day. Every single day for 15 minutes. You have 15 minutes. You can stop searching the internet. You can stop watching what do they call those shows? The reality TV show. You can stop watching that. You can stop doing a whole bunch of stuff that you should not be doing anyway, and you can start writing for 15 minutes every single day. For 15 minutes, you can write every day. Think about it. Think about it. Your book can be done much faster, much faster. How do I know? Because I do it. I do it all the time. I write every single day. Every single day I write. So I want to encourage you to do that. Keep all my appointments on calendar. So now, exactly, game changer. If you keep all your appointments in the calendar, that means that you have to do this. 15. Because if you haven't done something in a while, ever or in a while, and you try to do too much, it's gonna set you up to fail. 15 minutes. You're very welcome. 15 minutes a day. The next thing that you have to do is gonna help you with the quality of your writing. So type the number 4 when you're ready. Type the number 4 and I'll tell you how you can improve the quality of your writing. This is going to help you. It's going to help a lot of people. So if you haven't invited your friends, this is the time to do it because they're going to love these tips. It's going to make them a writer. Awesome. Thank you for the 4s. Really appreciate that. Number 4, you need to have an outline. You need to have an outline because if you start writing willy-nilly, it's just going to be all over the place. You don't want to be all over the place. You want to be organized. You want to be concise. How do you do that? You have an outline. And a book outline is, think of the chapters. Think of how you want to tell your story. Think about how you want to break it down. Just think about that. Simple as that. Have an outline. And I know that for some people, an outline, it's very scary. It used to be for me. Before my class, before I learned how to do outlines, I was very scared. Now, piece of cake. Now I can do it. Now, no big deal. I can outline my content and I outline everything. It can be a blog post, it can be a text, it can be anything. What do I want to say? How do I want to say it? How do I want to do it? Yeah, actually, it's not hard at all. I have a system. I have a system that works, Cynthia. My system is amazing. It's simple. It's easy. It's like easy peasy. Easy peasy. Yes. It's awesome. You can do it real quick too. When I wrote my book, the beginning of the month in December 6th, I wrote a book in 3.5 hours. The outline took me like 15 minutes, maybe 15 minutes, maybe less than that. That's it. And then I wrote my book and it's finished, done. It's coming out early in 2017, done. So an outline is key. Now type the number 5 and I'll give you the next step, how to do it super duper fast, okay? I'm gonna help you with number 5. That's gonna help you tremendously to do it fast. If you want to do it fast. If you don't want to do it fast, you don't have to. But if you want to, I can help you with number 5. Awesome, thank you for the hearts, guys. I really appreciate that. Number 5, how to do it fast. Get some help. Get some help from someone that's been there and done that. Many people like to do things the hard way. I'm all about the shortcuts. I'm all about the shortcuts. You mean like a title for each chapter? Yes. So game changer, the thing is that when you write on paper, then you have to type it. So then that's another layer for you. So it's faster when you have it typed already because then your book is finished and you can send it to your editor and to anybody else that you have to send it to. So I always want to set myself up for success. The less steps I need to do for my book and touch it, the more chances are that I'm going to finish. Just simple as that. So number 5, get some help. Find out who's done it before. Find out the shortcuts. Google it if you want to. Hire a coach if you want. You can take my class if you want to, but get some help. Don't do it the hard way. That's what happened to me for 20 years. For 20 years, I tried to do it by myself. Exactly. Find out who's done it before. Find out and ask them, hey, how about this? How about you outline? How do you outline your books? How do you do this? How do you do that? Ask questions. Just ask questions. You're very welcome, Game Changer. And I'm telling you, it's all about setting yourself up for success, for sure. Number 6, number one rookie mistakes that stops people every single time from finishing your book. Number 6, the number one rookie mistake that every writer wannabe makes. It's the number 1. I'm gonna help you with that. It's amazing. I don't know why people do this, but guess what? I did it myself. So I'm doing myself. I will start writing on paper. I'm 40. I used to do that a lot. Well, I'm 42. 40, just 40. I am 40 also. And 40 and a half actually. And I'm writing all the time. Hey, Angie, loving. How are you? Good to see you. Angie is also in my class. Stop writing and editing at the same time. Stop writing and editing at the same time. That is the biggest mistake. That is the death of writing. Literally, the death of writing. The first draft, you write it from beginning to end. You don't stop to edit. You don't stop to read what you're doing. Yes, it's a problem. In my class, I don't allow anyone to edit. You're not allowed to. I have a ruler actually. And even though it's a virtual class, I scare them to pieces, right? Angie can tell you because I do. I scare people to pieces. You cannot edit. You cannot edit. It is the death. How do I know? It stopped me for 20 years. I will start books, and then I would never finish them because I will get discouraged with the editing job. I would question my writing. I will feel down because my words were not big enough or because I repeated something too much. You are your worst critic. You don't edit your own book, okay? You don't edit. You finish your entire book, then you can edit whatever you want. But by then your book is finished. By then your book is finished. Type the number 7 if you want me to give you the next tip. I'm gonna help you to finish every single time. Okay? This is one thing that people don't do either. I used to make this mistake. I don't do it anymore. Yeah, exactly. You're very welcome, Beyond 2. You're very welcome. Number 7 is gonna change your life. Angie, you know all about this because we talk about this on class. You need to have a deadline. You cannot write just for the fact of writing, okay? You cannot write just for the fact of writing. You need to have a deadline. When are you going to start? When are you going to finish? And I don't mean like someday. I don't mean in 2017. I don't mean at the end of the month. No. Like I did for my novel. I wrote my first novel in about 15 weeks. What did I say? I'm going to write the first day of summer, which was June 20th, and I'll finish the last day of summer, which was September 21st. That's what I said. Very specific. And I even said June 20th, 2016, September 21st, 2016. Very specific. Guess what happened? I started on June 20th. I finished 2 days early because I had a beginning and I had an end. An entire novel, over 50,000 words in 15 weeks. Why? I had a deadline and I kept it. When I give myself a deadline, I keep it. So if you have not finished your book, I guarantee you that you did not have a deadline. I guarantee you that you did not have a deadline. Okay, and it has to be specific. It cannot be someday. It cannot be in a year. It cannot be in 3 months. It has to be day, month, and year. That's how you guarantee that you're gonna finish. That's how you guarantee that you're going to finish. Did that help you? Say me. Say, Catherine, that was really helpful. Thank you so much. That blessed me. That's gonna help me with my writing. Say me. Thank you, Cynthia. I appreciate that. Even if you don't buy my class, I want to make sure that I give you content that you can use. I want to make sure that I get you motivated and excited for 2017 because you need to write. Thank you. You're very welcome. You're very welcome. I don't want to be the only one with so many books. The one with most books wins. I don't want to win. I don't want to be the only one. I don't want to do, oh, Game Chamber, I didn't help you. I'm sorry. I didn't help you. Sorry I didn't help you. I try really hard. So sorry I didn't help you. I want you to write. Yes, awesome. Oh, good. Okay, good. Thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. So, guys, I want you to write your story. You need to share your story. Thank you. I appreciate that. Oh, bless you. Bless you. You need to write your story. If you're going to learn more about my class, you can check the title on the link on the title of my of this broadcast. Write Like a Pro. It's a 4-week class that's going to change your life. It changes my life because every time I teach it, it gets better. You buy it once, you get to be on the class every single time. So my students that are taking cycle 3 get to write yet another book. That's how I help you. I don't want you to just write one book. I want you to write many books, because once you write the first one is the hardest book. That's the first one. After that, it gets easy peasy, okay? I'm telling you, I promise you, because I wrote my first book in February of last year. By May of that same year, by May 20th, I had my second book out. And now that book was over 150,000 words. And I finished over 150,000 words. And I did that in 15 days. 15 days. And after that, my books are getting faster and better and better. And by the way, these are not just any books. These are award-winning books, okay? #1 Amazon best-selling books, okay? Because I went to school to be a teacher. That's my background. I used to write for the longest time in Spanish. Then I stopped because we moved to this country. And then I've been reading my whole life. So when you read a lot, you get better at writing, and you get better at be able to process information. And then last year I said, that's it. It was one of my biggest birthday. I turned 39 last year, and I said, okay, I need to finish this. Enough. 20 years of wanting to write a book, it's too long. I don't want you to say the same thing. I don't want you to have another year in and you don't have a plan to write your book, okay? It's time. It's time for you to write the book. It's time for you to share your story. And it's time for you to write, period. What I do in my class, I teach you to love writing. That's my passion. That's what I do. Anybody can teach you to write. They're not going to do it with my flair. They're not going to do it with my passion. They're not going to do it with as much fun as we have. But also, I'm going to teach you to love it, because so many people hate it. And I hated it in college. And I wish that I had someone like me teach me how to write, because it would have changed my life earlier. It really would have. So I'm going to teach you how to love to write, how to do it with fun, how to do it well, and how to do it often and quickly. My whole thing is quickly. Are you from the north? I'm in Boston. So I guess I am. So I'm an island girl from Boston, if that makes sense. What's your first name? 7 Eagles. That's a good handle, by the way. So I am from the north, I guess. The class is $247. Class is $247 for the 4 weeks, or you can make 2 payments. I think the 2 payments are $150, something like that. Akil, that's your name? Oh, hey, how are you? Good to see you, my sister. God bless you. That's your first name, Akil. Am I saying it the right way? Designer, video editor, news, alerts. Awesome. Hopefully I'm saying it right. But that's a very interesting name. I never heard that before. Thank you so much for being on my broadcast. So the class starts on January 12th. And I got to tell you that I'm a woman of faith. So the content is faith-based related. The content is for people that are Akil. Okay, awesome. Akil. I like that. You said that. Akil. Awesome. Thank you. Thank you for the help. So the content comes from that perspective. So you don't have to be a Christian. You don't have to like Jesus, but you do have to be tolerant, and you do have to be curious about it, because we pray in class. We're very supportive. We have a lot of fun. We have a private Facebook group where we encourage one another, and you have a lot of access to me. But I just wanted to give you the disclaimer that I'm a woman of God. And in the class, you can tell that I'm a woman of God. So if anything, you can go to the page, to the link that I have here on the title, and you will see who the class is for. The class is for ministers, pastors, apostles, prophets, men and women of God in general that have a message, that have a passion for teaching other people and need help. That's what the class is for. So if you don't fall in that category and you don't want to hear the Jesus talk, or someone that loves Jesus, this might not be the class for you. Oh, that's so cool. That's so awesome. Thank you. I appreciate that. I make a point to let people know that, yes, we actually had one person that was not really crazy about the whole Jesus thing. At the end of the class, her mind changed and she just loved Jesus now. So that was awesome. So it even gets to be a ministry for me, which is amazing. So if you don't mind the Jesus talk, I guarantee you that your mind is going to be changed. I'm not going to try, but you're going to meet people that are loving. You're going to meet people that love on other people, and they're going to be encouraging you, and they're going to be awesome, because the people that I attract are awesome. Okay? Because like attracts like. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. So if you like to have fun, if you like someone to keep you accountable, if you want an environment that is safe, it's a safe environment. I'm all about encouragement. I don't like to put people down, and I will give you so many tips. I will give you all the things I wish I had when I started. Is that fair? If I give you all the things, all the insider tips that I wish somebody told me when I started, I made so many mistakes because I didn't know. Now I know, and I've been researching this for 2 years. So now I know some really good stuff. Now I know exactly where to go. And I have 2 people to come into the class. One is a graphic designer that will answer all your questions about book covers. And then we have a publisher. And guess what she does? Her specialty is publishing faith-based books. So for a whole day, she'll answer all your questions about publishing. She's got a great package for my students. She's easy to work with. She's my publisher. She's amazing. So that is also included in the class. I didn't have a publisher when I started. I didn't have a publisher. So I wish somebody dropped me that. Thank you, Game Changer. I wish somebody told me, how do you approach a publisher? What questions do you ask? Of course, I already checked her out. She's amazing in her books. She's also an author, and she loves to work with people that write faith-based books. I think that's fair. So check out the class. Again, the link is on the title of this broadcast. I think it has amazing information there. You can also read what my students are saying, because I don't want you to just read what I say. I want you to see their actual reviews of the class, okay? The class is amazing. The class, it's going to help you tremendously, and it starts on January 12th, okay? Let me know if you have any questions. I'm excited for you. I'm excited. Hopefully the 7 tips that I gave you will help you with writing fast and stop the questioning and then just doing. That's the thing. You got to start. That's the first step. You have to start. Okay? Hopefully that makes sense, guys. It's so good to see you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for coming in. We are just wrapping up, but you can watch the replay. It's going to bless you. It's going to help you. It's going to give you amazing tips. See you soon. Thank you for the hearts. Bye.